Like there was a whole story today about China just landed on the far side of the moon. So they landed a probe over there.
Yeah, yeah, they did.
This is, if there was the China America war on the moon, like
Right.
what if America claims a spot and China lands and plants a flag there and they're like, hey, that's
Right.
ours.
Now that's what's going to happen.
Especially if there's like something on the moon they can mine that's very valuable.
天上午10:26，嫦娥4号探测器成功着陆在月球背面东经177.6度。
In a shocking breakthrough, Chinese scientists just revealed a discovery on the moon that could flip space exploration upside down. This isn't just another dusty rock. This could rewrite lunar history itself. China's Chang'e program has been making bold moves, from landing the first rover on the far side of the moon in 2019 to now pulling off their most mind-blowing find yet. During the Chang'e 5 mission in December 2020, samples were brought back that stunned researchers. Inside that lunar soil, scientists found a mysterious substance packed with compounds never seen on the moon before. And here's the jaw-dropper. It even contained a unique form of water. This isn't just a step forward for China's space race. It could change everything we thought we knew about how the moon and our solar system formed. Hidden in shadowy craters, scientists once thought lunar water only existed as ice. But China's new discovery proves otherwise. The Chang'e 5 samples revealed water in a completely different form, one that could be tapped for drinking, survival, and even rocket fuel. Imagine fueling missions to Mars straight from the moon's surface. That's the game changer here. But that's not all. These samples also carried traces of organic compounds, complex ones, not the simple stuff found in meteorites. That hint alone suggests the moon may have been way more alive and dynamic in the past than we ever imagined. Could the moon have once supported life, or still hold the potential today? This flips the script on space exploration. For decades, Mars has been the star candidate for life, but now the moon might take center stage, with questions that could rewrite the history of our solar system. Back in 2019, China shocked the world when Chang'e 4 became the first spacecraft to land on the far side of the moon. But with Chang'e 5, they've taken things to an entirely new level, bringing lunar samples back to Earth and uncovering secrets about the moon's geology, history, and hidden resources. These samples aren't just dusty souvenirs, they're keys to the future. Scientists say they'll be studied for years, unlocking possibilities for moon bases, resource mining, and even interplanetary travel. And China isn't slowing down. Their space agency, CNSA, is rolling out plans for more moon missions, a space station, and even Mars exploration. What's even wilder? Other countries are now eyeing partnerships with China to study these findings. The moon just went from a dead rock to a battleground of science, power, and survival. And China's discovery might be the spark that changes the entire space race. So what's next for China's lunar takeover? The Chang'e 5 mission was just the opening move, and now Chang'e 6 is gearing up to snatch even more samples, this time from the moon's mysterious South Pole. That region is rumored to hold massive reserves of water ice, a resource that could fuel rockets, sustain bases, and rewrite the future of space travel. But China's not stopping at robots. Plans are already in motion for a crewed lunar landing within the next decade, meaning Chinese astronauts could be the next humans to set foot on the moon. From there, permanent bases and even Mars launches could be on the table. The success of Chang'e 5 proved China has the tech, the ambition, and the timing. Each mission pushes the space race into overdrive, forcing the world to admit, China isn't just joining the game, they're rewriting the rules. The moon isn't the finish line anymore, it's the launch pad for humanity's next giant leap. China's space program has never been about small steps, it's about domination. The Chang'e 5 mission is just one milestone in a bigger plan. Crewed lunar landings, a permanent space station, and even a shot at Mars. But the real shocker is what those lunar samples revealed. The moon, long written off as a dead rock, is suddenly looking like prime real estate for the future of humanity. The discovery of water ice at the lunar poles already changed everything. Drinking water, crops, oxygen, even rocket fuel pulled straight from the surface. Now add in organic compounds, molecules tied to life itself, and the moon no longer feels lifeless at all. Could the moon have once hosted life? Were these compounds delivered by cosmic collisions, or there from the very beginning? Either way, the implications are massive. If Earth's barren neighbor hides these secrets, then places like Mars, Europa, and beyond could be bursting with potential too. China's find doesn't just change lunar science, it flips the search for life in the universe upside down. The discovery of water and organic compounds on the moon isn't just science, it's the blueprint for a whole new industry. Lunar mining, space-based energy, even off-world manufacturing could soon be reality. Imagine rockets fueled on the moon, bases that make their own water, and a launch pad for humanity's leap to Mars. China has made its intentions crystal clear. They want a permanent lunar base within decades. Unlike NASA's Artemis plans, China's approach is about survival, using the moon's own resources to stay self-sufficient. No endless supply runs from Earth, no constant lifeline, just a base that powers itself, fuels itself, and supports human life on its own. If China pulls this off, the moon won't just be a stopover. It'll be the first true colony beyond Earth, a self-sustaining outpost, rewriting the rules of space exploration forever. And here's the kicker. Scientists believe these compounds might reveal how life-building molecules survive in space, a clue that could change everything we think about life in the universe. The moon isn't just a dusty rock, it's a time capsule of the early solar system, holding secrets about how Earth and the other planets were born. Now, with Chang'e 5, China may be holding the key to unlocking those mysteries. And in doing so, they've cemented their spot as a true powerhouse in the space race, challenging the US, Russia, and even Europe's longtime dominance. But this discovery doesn't just change the game for China, it could shift the future for all of humanity. Cooperation is growing fast, with nations realizing that pooling resources and knowledge may be the only way forward. The moon's wealth of water, organics, and minerals could fuel billion-dollar industries, lunar mining, off-world construction, and even new forms of energy production that might one day power Earth itself. This is no longer science fiction. The moon is shaping up to be the next economic and scientific frontier. And if China's breakthrough is just the beginning, we've barely scratched the surface of what's really waiting up there. China's space program isn't just chasing new worlds, it's building the future of human survival beyond Earth. The Chang'e 5 discovery of water and organic compounds has cracked open the door to lunar bases, rocket fuel made on the moon, and even the possibility of humanity's first off-world home. This isn't just exploration anymore, it's preparation for life among the stars. But the road ahead won't be easy. To turn the moon into a true hub, we'll need breakthroughs in resource extraction, human health, and off-world construction. Still, Chang'e 5 proves those hurdles can be conquered, and with cooperation, vision, and bold technology, the moon could soon become our launchpad to Mars and beyond. This is the dawn of a new space race, one that could decide who leads humanity into the future. China has shaken the global stage, and the story is only getting started. If you want to follow every twist, every discovery, and every revelation, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment below, because the moon is only the beginning. The discovery of water and organic compounds on the moon hasn't just reignited space fever, it's triggered what many are calling the new gold rush. Suddenly, the moon isn't just a stepping stone for astronauts, it's a resource hub that could fuel humanity's future among the stars. Water alone changes everything. Found in the moon's polar regions, it could keep astronauts alive, grow food, and even be split into hydrogen and oxygen for rocket fuel. But the real jackpot might be helium-3, hidden in the lunar soil, nearly impossible to find on Earth, yet powerful enough to fuel future nuclear fusion reactors. That means limitless, clean energy, harvested straight from the moon. And it doesn't stop there. Precious metals like gold, platinum, and rare earth elements are scattered across the lunar surface. Imagine mining operations in space feeding industries on Earth while powering missions to Mars. But here's the catch. Who owns the moon's riches? And how do we mine without wrecking its untouched environment? Those questions could spark the biggest legal and economic battles space has ever seen. The race for the moon's resources is officially on. As nations circle the lunar surface, China is making it clear. They don't just want a piece of the moon, they want to lead the next era of space exploration. Chang'e 5 was only the opening shot. Now, missions like Chang'e 6, 7, and 8 are lined up to push deeper, farther, and faster than ever before. Chang'e 6 is already set to target the moon's south pole, a region believed to hold massive reserves of water ice locked in eternal shadow. That water could decide the future of lunar bases, and whoever controls it could control the gateway to space itself. With high-tech imaging, advanced soil analysis, and next-gen sensors, China plans to map and mine the moon like never before. And it doesn't stop there. Chang'e 7 will scout the best resource hotspots, while Chang'e 8 will begin testing life support systems, habitats, and the very infrastructure of a permanent lunar colony. The message is clear. The moon is no longer science fiction. It's the front line of a new space age. China's endgame is becoming crystal clear. The moon isn't just a stopover. It's their future home base in space. A permanent lunar station would act as humanity's launch pad, not only for Mars, but potentially for missions to Jupiter's moons and even the farthest reaches of our solar system. And here's where it gets even bigger. In 2021, China announced a partnership with Russia to build a joint international lunar research station, the first of its kind. Imagine astronauts from different nations working side by side on the lunar surface, conducting research in astronomy, geology, biology, and beyond. If successful, this base could become the ultimate symbol of global unity in space, a shared outpost for all of humanity. The moon's role is undeniable. It's close enough to Earth to serve as a test bed for future tech, yet rich enough in resources to sustain life and fuel deeper missions. Living on the moon will teach us how to survive Mars, and once that barrier is broken, no planet will be off limits. On Earth, water is life, but in space, it's survival. That's why the moon's polar ice is priceless, a resource that could fuel rockets, grow food, and keep astronauts alive without constant supply runs from Earth. And the benefits don't stop there. The moon's soil is packed with materials that could build habitats, produce oxygen, and power a self-sustaining colony. But the moon isn't just a gas station. It's a science lab like no other. With no atmosphere and no earthly interference, it's the perfect spot for powerful telescopes and radio astronomy. The far side, where Chang'e 4 landed, is so quiet it could become home to the most advanced observatories ever built, letting us peer deeper into the universe than ever before. And here's the big picture. The moon is humanity's launchpad. Its low gravity and usable resources make it the perfect refueling station for Mars and beyond. China's program is blazing forward, but NASA's Artemis project is racing back too. The global space race is heating up fast, and the moon has become the new front line for the future of humanity. NASA's Artemis program has bold goals, landing the first woman and the next man on the moon, right at the South Pole, where vast reserves of water ice may be waiting. But it's not just the US and China in this race. Russia, India, Japan, and the European Space Agency are all moving fast with missions of their own, from research to resource extraction. And then there's the private sector, SpaceX, Blue Origin, and other companies tearing down old limits with new tech and wild ambitions. Suddenly, the moon isn't just a destination. It's the center of a global competition with consequences that could shape the entire future of humanity. This rivalry is fueling breakthroughs in science, tech, and international collaboration at a speed we've never seen before. And China's discovery of water and organics? That's just the spark. The moon is transforming into a hub for research, a springboard to deep space and maybe even humanity's first real home beyond Earth. A new era has begun, and the lunar race is only getting hotter. The moon is no longer just a cold, lifeless rock. It's the key to our future in space. The discoveries being made right now are laying the foundation for the tech, the infrastructure, and the knowledge needed to keep humanity alive far beyond Earth. With global teamwork, next-level technology, and a vision big enough to match the stars, the moon could soon become humanity's first true home off-world. From a base of survival to a launch pad for interstellar dreams, the moon is ready to fuel our journey into the cosmos. If you want to stay on top of every breakthrough, every mission, and every twist in this new space race, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment below, because the future is happening right now and the moon is only the beginning.